I have come to tell you a truth so simple, so absolute, that most will overlook it for its very stillness. Awareness is the one and only reality, not what you possess, not the world around you, not even the identity that the world has assigned to you. The only thing that is real, truly real, is what you are aware of being. This awareness is not passive. It is the creative center of your existence. All that you experience, from the grand to the mundane, is born from this single root. What you are conscious of, as true. You see, the world you touch and taste and hear is not separate from your state of consciousness. It is a projection, an echo of the inner assumptions you hold, whether you are aware of them or not. The moment you shift your awareness, the moment you accept a new idea as real within yourself, reality bends and moves to match it. That is why you must cease giving all your power to circumstance. You are not subject to conditions, it is the conditions that are subject to you. This is the key to all transformation. Do not concern yourself with changing things out there. Instead, go within. Ask yourself, what am I truly aware of being? Am I living in the assumption of limitation, of lack, of waiting? Or am I dwelling in the knowing that I already am what I seek? Your answer to this question reveals the cause of all that you now call your life. To awaken is to recognize that your inner world is the source of all outer expression. Once you know this, you are no longer a victim of fate. You are the operant power. Quiet your mind. Still your heart. And remember, the only reality is your awareness. When I speak of awareness, I am not referring to idle thoughts or fleeting impressions. I speak of that deep, sacred knowing, the still, steady recognition of being. It is not intellectual. It is not academic. It is a felt, true, a silent agreement with the self that says, this is who I am. And it is this inner knowing, more than any external effort, that forms the foundation of your life. If you are aware of being unwell, no outer healing can last. But if you become aware of being whole, the body must follow. This is the subtle but profound truth that most overlook. Let us make it plain. Your experience of life is molded not by the things you wish for, but by the states you inhabit. If I dwell in the awareness of being prosperous, I will find myself moving through experiences that reflect abundance. If I accept deeply and without resistance that I am unloved, then I shall encounter a world that seems to validate that belief. But the world is not doing this to me, it is doing this through me. It is my awareness objectified, clothed in facts and faces and events. Do not be deceived by appearances. They are only messengers. They are telling you what you are aware of being. If you do not like what they are showing you, change the message at the source. Withdraw your attention from what is unwanted and place it deliberately and persistently on the awareness of what is desired. You must feel it, live in it, breathe it before you see it. For your outer world is not the cause, it is the consequence. And the cause lies within your own wonderful human imagination, where your awareness resides. Protect it, nurture it, guide it. It is the master key to your life. We are always becoming the thing we are most conscious of being. Whether you know it or not, you are constantly casting yourself into the mold of your inner assumption. These assumptions, those quiet inner declarations like, I'm not good enough, or I'm always blessed, act as the blueprints from which your world is built. You cannot avoid this truth. It operates with or without your conscious permission. And once you understand this, you will no longer live as a victim of experience. You will realize that you are the author of it. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you wish to change your life, do not start with the world. Start with yourself. Start with what you are willing to believe and persist in believing about you. Are you willing to accept that you are worthy of love, that you are successful, that you are secure and powerful in your being? Then assume it. No matter what the outer facts may say, ignore them. They are echoes of past assumptions. The truth you declare now will become your world tomorrow. Let no one tell you that your imagination is weak. It is the Christ within you. It is your creative center, and what you imagine with feeling must come to pass. I have proven this time and time again. Thousands have written to me testifying to this truth. Their lives changed not by force or luck, but by assumption, by imagining the end and persisting in the belief that it was already true. Do not waver. Do not doubt. Assume the noble, the beautiful, the loving, and remain there. And soon what seemed like a distant dream will be your lived reality. This is law. You must understand this with clarity and quiet conviction. The very moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, it is done. Creation is finished. There is nothing more to be added, nothing more to seek. You may not see the result instantly with your physical eyes, but that is of no consequence. The seed has been planted, the inner state has been claimed, and all of life will now move, arrange, and reshape itself to reflect that inner change. Your job is not to make it happen, but to remain faithful to the new state you have entered. This is the great secret. Not to fight with conditions, but to transcend them in mind. You must leave behind the habit of striving, of chasing, of hoping that something outside of you will complete you. That is the path of endless delay. Instead, rest in the knowing that what you assume, you become. Walk through life as if your desire is already yours. Feel the relief. Feel the confidence. Feel the joy. These feelings are your proof long before any outer sign appears. Many will ask, but what if nothing changes? And I say to them, nothing can remain unchanged when the self has changed. It must follow. Do not confuse delay with denial. Time is simply the servant of your assumption, and it bends to your persistence. Do not look to the world to confirm what you have not yet confirmed within. Be bold in your inner world. Dwell there, regardless of appearances. And in time, by law, you will see it outpictured in the world around you. Assume the feeling. Rest in it. It is already done. Become still and listen. The most powerful words you will ever speak are the words you speak to yourself. And none are greater than these two. I am. These are not ordinary words. They are the root of all creation. What you place after I am, you claim as your reality. Say, I am poor, and you wear that cloak. Say, I am free, and you step into liberty. These words are not descriptions. They are commands to the subconscious, which molds life to fit them. So guard your I am statements. Use them as sacred instruments. Do not use them to curse your life, to repeat the patterns of limitation, lack, or fear. Instead, declare boldly, I am abundant. I am radiant. I am chosen. I am worthy. And let your inner speech be full of love, of joy, of completion. The world will mirror what you affirm within. There is no power outside of you doing it to you. You are doing it all through your assumptions, through your self-talk, through the feeling of your I am. This is the holy name, the name of God in man. When Moses asked, "Who shall I say sent me?" the answer came, "I am that I am." You are that which you declare yourself to be, not tomorrow, not when things improve, but now. Say it and feel it, not with desperation, but with quiet confidence. It is already so. Your I am is the brush, and your imagination, the canvas. Paint wisely, claim wisely, and the world will rearrange itself to confirm your inner claim. Do not be discouraged if you find yourself slipping into old patterns of thought. This is not failure. It is the human condition. The work is not to strive endlessly for perfection, but to return again and again to your chosen state. Just as a musician returns to the right key, or a sailor adjusts his course, you too must gently bring your awareness back to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Do not scold yourself. Do not punish your mind. Simply remember who you are and return. You are not here to earn your desires. You are here to assume them. There is no effort in being. There is only alignment. And you align through repetition, through feeling, through faithfulness to your vision. If you find that doubt arises, treat it as a cloud passing through a sky that does not change. Let it pass and return once more to your state. Say to yourself, "I am still the one who has," and know that persistence, not effort, is the secret of embodiment. Over time, your new state becomes natural. It is no longer something you practice. It is who you are. And once it is natural, it must express. It must take form in your outer world. This is why I say, live in the state. Dwell in it as you would a beloved home. Furnish your mind with lovely assumptions. Fill your heart with gratitude for what already is. Return to the feeling again and again until the feeling becomes fact. That is the art of spiritual persistence. You were not born to plead with the world for scraps. You were not sent here to beg life to bless you. You are not at the mercy of systems, people, or circumstances. You were born to awaken to your creative power. All that you need is already within you, waiting to be claimed. Your consciousness is the cause of all. There is nothing outside of it. And when you understand this, you become free. The world, with all its seeming chaos and order, is simply a mirror. It reflects your inner conversations, your dominant assumptions, your chronic self-talk. It is not punishing you, it is informing you. It is telling you in vivid, visible form who you believe yourself to be. And so, do not waste your energy trying to change the mirror. Change the face you are presenting to it. Change your conception of self and watch the world bow in response. When you truly grasp this, you no longer live as a reactor. You become a creator. You become deliberate. You stop waiting for permission to feel successful or happy or loved. You assume those states now. You walk in them now. You carry yourself not as a person seeking, but as one who has found. And that shift, that quiet inner repositioning changes everything. I tell you, you are the operant power. Begin today to act like it. So now I ask you, gently and clearly, will you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled? Will you stop asking when and how, and instead declare boldly, it is done? There is nothing more for you to do than to rest in that awareness. Not lazily, not passively, but with the deep calm of one who knows that the inner world leads and the outer follows. There is no power that can stop your assumption from hardening into fact unless you yourself abandon it. This is not imagination as fantasy. This is imagination as truth, as law. The world is not random. It is responsive. It listens. It mirrors. It reshapes itself according to your inner climate. When you persist in the awareness of your ideal already made real, bridges of incidents form. People shift, paths open, circumstances align, but you are not meant to figure out the details. You are meant to become the state. And so I say, assume it. Persist in it, live from the end, do not wait, do not doubt. The moment you take it within, the outer must reflect it. This is not hope. This is law. This is the power of awareness. It is yours to use, to claim, to embody. Right now and forever. The beauty and the solemnity of this law is that it does not wait for your permission to function. Whether you are conscious of it or not, it is always at work. You are always assuming, always imagining, always constructing your reality. The question is not whether you are using the law, but whether you are using it wisely. The law does not judge, it does not moralize. It simply responds to the seed you sow in the silence of your mind. Think of yourself as the gardener of your inner world. Every belief, every feeling, every repetition is a seed. Some bloom in joy, others in sorrow, but all will bear fruit. That is why it is so essential to become aware, not just of your desires, but of your mental diet. What are you feeding your mind day after day? Do you dwell on fear, resentment, or lack? Then do not be surprised if your life reflects those things. For the outer world has no power to deny your inner convictions. If you persist in them, they must express. Just as surely as the acorn becomes the oak, if it is nurtured and not uprooted. So become deliberate in your use of the law, not rigid, not fearful, but reverent. Approach your own imagination with the respect you would offer to a sacred flame, for it is there, in that quiet inner chamber, that all things are conceived. Use it lovingly, use it joyfully, use it often, and remember always, what you feel yourself to be, you become. That is the unchanging law of consciousness. And once you know this, once you live by it, you are no longer asleep. You are awake. You are free. There is a profound mystery hidden in plain sight. You are already that which you seek. The very desire you feel, the longing that stirs within you, it does not come to tease you, but to awaken you to the truth of what already is. Desire is not lack. It is awareness trying to expand into recognition. When you desire love, it is because you already are love. And your awareness is calling you to realize it. When you long for success, it is because the seed of success already exists within your being, waiting to be assumed and expressed. So many wait for permission to be who they are. They say, I will feel secure when I have money, or I will feel worthy when I am chosen. But I say, turn this inside out. Assume the feeling of security now, and watch as the evidence of your inner conviction gathers around you. Feel chosen, and the world will choose you. You are not becoming, you are revealing. The treasure has always been in the field. The kingdom is within you. Do not seek with effort. Seek with awareness. Live as the person you desire to be, not in fantasy, but in quiet confidence. Let the world say what it will. Let appearances contradict you. It does not matter. You walk by faith, not by sight. And your faith is not in chance or fate, but in the law of consciousness, which never fails. Begin this moment to recognize yourself as already possessing that which you once chased. Rest in that identity, embody it, and soon the world will salute you, not as a seeker, but as one who has found. It is the moment you awaken to this truth. You are not the product of your circumstances. You are their cause. What you see around you is not fate, not accident, but the outpicturing of your inner state. Do you desire to change your world? Then do not look outward. Turn within. Change what you're aware of being, and the world must change in response. So I ask you now, just for a moment, be still. Become the silent observer. Watch your thoughts, not with judgment, but with understanding. For what you consistently entertain in consciousness, you inevitably express. There comes a moment in the life of every awakened soul when a great silence falls. And in that silence, a knowing emerges. I am the cause. Not the world, not the past, not the people I've blamed, or the conditions I've feared. Just me, my awareness, my assumption, my inner conversation. And from this moment of stillness, all things begin anew. The noise of the outer world fades, and I turn inward to the place where all creation begins. Here in this sacred chamber of imagination, I no longer plead for change, I become it. I do not need signs to believe. I do not wait for confirmation to know. I close my eyes. I withdraw my attention from what is, and I feel into what can be. I become aware of being the person I have longed to become. Not in some distant future, but now, in this sacred now. And as I claim that identity, as I feel it with sincerity and peace, I enter a new state of consciousness. The world must now conform, not by force, but by divine law. So I say to you, beloved listener, be still and know that you are the author. Be still and recognize your creative power. Watch your thoughts. Choose your assumptions. Tend to them like a garden. What you claim within must flower without. The world is waiting, quietly, faithfully, to reflect your next assumption. Choose it well. Persist in it with love. And know you are the cause, and the kingdom is within you. Embrace today the power of honest. It is your birthright.